Greetings to all you comic book readers out there. Mike from Comic Frontline here, and welcome to my comic review that I will be reviewing digitally from Valiant. And this is an interesting comic book. This is X-O Manowar 2016 Annual. This is a one-shot, and as you can see, there is some artwork being shown. In this comic book, there are 5 stories, because this is a 45-page long annual. But I'll be discussing briefly about each of the stories. So without further ado, let's get into the comic book. So the first one's very short, called Prologue, The Origin of X-O Manowar, written by Robin Venditti. And it talks about how he became X-O. How he was taken and abducted by the Vine, and afterwards they made Arak into a slave. And with this X-O Manowar armor, it has bonded to him. With that, and they talk about how he saw the very creatures that stand in his way, and with having won of his freedom, he returned home to be king to finally claim a new Visigoth homeland, which is where he was. But 1600 years has passed during his absence, and everything he knows has been extinct. So now he has come to be a hero, and nothing that will ever harm his people again, because that's who he cares for. Which then goes into the next story, called Heritage, also written by Robert Venditti, and it talks about how Arak was a little kid while his father is out trying to prevent the Romans from coming in. There's like a heart-to-heart moment that Arak has with his mother, saying about home and what it is. And there was one line that really stood out to me, like how she says to him that home is inside you, your memories, traditions, and everything is already just inside you and your memories. And that was like really just heartfelt, that scene. And then we see that he goes out and gets everything, like flowers, and to add to his memories, because that's what home is. So then one night the Romans come in to attack their base while the father's trying to get back, and everything was on fire, and they set the little box that had memories in it, and luckily they were alive, but Arak's memories were down in ashes. And the mother just says, just always remember that they can never burn our hearts, because we will always have a home. And that was really an amazing first story. So the next story is called A Prisoner, and this one's written by Amy Chu, and it talks about Colonel Jamie Capshaw, which is Lady Colonel. And I like the different points of views that they had in this story of this one, where she meets up with a little girl named Brooks. Well, they call her Leo, actually. And she says how she used to work for her father. And it's a long story. You could definitely check out this book and read it. And she gets a lot of answers of what she was looking for before. And her real name was Anya before she was the Colonel Lady Capshaw. And the guy who she finds, he winds up killing himself, and that's a job she doesn't like when that happens. And the other story, Take a Meaning by Judy Hauser, is by Commander Trill. Seriously, I am not lying. Commander Trill has his own story where he meets up with this organization that has they're his people, known as the Vine, and they have a job offer that they want to give to him, which has like a long dialogue. If you want to find out more about it, definitely read the book. And we all know how Commander Trill, he, wants to be the strong one to take order. Like, he doesn't take orders from other people like he does only himself. And we find out a little bit about his character as well. And after he accepts the offer from the director, it says that director's story is to be continued in Fate Volume 1, Hollywood and Vine, to be announced. Oh, TB trade paperback, I'm sorry, on sale in June. And in Trill's concludes in X-O Manowar. And it goes into this last story right here where it just talks about the X-O Manowar, how long you'll live with faith. And it's really great artwork. And also there was this thing we saw in the last issue called the Destroyer, where it talks a little bit about them, that they're known to torment a lot of things. And then that'll be continued in X-O Manowar issue number 47, which I will review right here on Comic Frontline. And I believe the last story was also written by Rob Venditti. Let me just make sure. But the stories were like really interesting read for an annual. And yep, The Torment by Rob Venditti. And that gives you a little bit of a chronological of X-O Manowar histories, what you can get, and what's optional to read. But this annual was really awesome. I give this book a rating between a 4.5 to 5 out of 5. Love the different perspectives that they have of Arak, Lady Colonel, and Commander Trill. That'll lead into the next issue of X-O Manowar. And definitely pick this up if you've been reading X-O Manowar, if you have all this time, and then you'll definitely enjoy it. So with that, everybody, that is my comic review of X-O Manowar, the 2016 annual, which I recommend you guys pick up at a comic store near you from Valiant. And before I go, don't forget to check out ComicFrontline.com, Zone4Podcast.com, and our YouTube gaming channel, Frontline Gaming Zone. #1 source for comic and game-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Hit that subscribe button for more videos that will come daily. And leave your comments below if you've been reading this comic book and your thoughts about the annual, and any questions, feel free to leave it, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. To all you comic book readers, Mike from Comic Frontline saying take care, keep watching. Later, everybody.